G'day YouTube. Guess what? Warbles on a lot has upset some people in Colorado.
We discovered a couple days ago here that a certain YouTuber made a video about us, 15 minutes long.
And there follows a 10-minute, 33-second paean of complaint in which I am savagely maligned, inaccurately, actually, misreported. I'm accused of saying shit that I didn't say as justification for why I was blocked. I admit I get pretty pissed off when I get blocked. The reason I get pissed off when I get blocked is because I spent 3.5 years not being able to block or delete anybody. I came to the conclusion that people with a computer who block somebody with a mobile phone are sort of like somebody who runs around using a machine gun to get rid of stone throwers. You know, it's a disproportionate response. And I discovered years ago that the easiest way to retaliate in kind to somebody who blocks you is to just make a video expressing your discontent while you are at the peak of your discontent. So that's what I did, Jordan. I responded to you giving me the shits. Now, it was said in Jordan and Tori, that's the name of his channel's co-administrator these days. Hi, Tori, I'm acknowledging you. How are you going? Tori had a bit of a bee in her bonnet about me addressing Jordan only, not treating her as if she were a person worthy of notice. It may indeed be how Tori perceived my comments to Jordan. The fact that I was commenting to Jordan is probably not reflective of my attitude to Tori at all whatsoever. It's probably more reflective of the fact that I subscribe to Jordan's channel, The Chemistry Question. I was not aware that Tori was actually, quote, part of the channel until after the name change. By the time the name of the channel had changed, I'd already become aware that I'd been blocked. I was blocked by The Chemistry Question. After there was a comment thread discussion backwards and forwards discussing mountain goats that Jordan had photographed on top of one of the mountains that he climbs in Colorado in his spare time. Now, there was no rancor or crankiness between Jordan and I in what he said and what I said regarding the goats. The video about the goats and the discussion about the goats came subsequently after the video where Jordan, Tori, and some other female movie maker were reviewing, analysing, ripping to bits a fundamentalist Christian creationist flat earthers video. They spent 3 videos ripping this bloke's video to pieces. And yeah, okay, to my ear, because they didn't have any shots of themselves, they were just voices, to my ear, it sure sounded like Jordan was trying to make himself appear clever and attractive to both women. Part of his attempts to make himself appear clever and attractive to both women included laughing about how Warbles on a lot, which is me, was probably, in Jordan's estimation, going to write whole essays defending the Christian creationist flat earther. And that irritates me. The idea that I would be misrepresented by Jordan to his 2 female movie making assistants, one of whom is now his co-channel administrator, and to all of Jordan's 800 odd subscribers, that I would be mischaracterized as somebody who would defend a flat earth creation scientist. That got right up my nose. And I left some comments on the thread. Those comments were never answered. From memory, the second two videos in the series about the flat earther didn't stick the knife into me. It was the first one that I got shitty about. And when I noticed that, yeah, okay, fine. So first, he's put shit on me in front of his two lady friends. Then he's been talking to me about the goats, and we've had a conversation. Then he's blocked me. Then he's changed his channel name. Now he's got a new lady co-administrator. I don't think I can be castigated too badly for connecting those dots up in the way that I connected them up. I'm pretty cranky that Jordan and Tori, now that they've got themselves together as an administrative channel, that they've deleted my comments on all Jordan's old movies. So he wasn't able to actually show anything that I'd said, which he could point to, that was so terribly nasty. All he was able to point to is what I said in the clip description, which I wrote after I'd already made the movie, and it was a malt liquor video, and I preloaded with 1.7 standard drinks. I made the movie while drinking another 1.7 standard drinks, and then while I had 3.4 standard drinks buzzing around in my head, then I cobbled up the clip description while I was cackling with glee. So it's a pretty nasty clip description, actually. I was quite rude. That's one of the risks you take when you block somebody, Jordan and Tori. So therefore, what Jordan and Tori have decided to do is show some of the clip description. They've also shown screenshots of me explaining to one of my subscribers on my thread why I use terms like pussy whipped and cunt struck. It's because they are valid descriptive terms of the way people behave. Primate mating dynamics is no more polite than primate dominance dynamics. And in my estimation, when Jordan was trying to make himself appear a wise and clever man, basically by paying out on me during his review of the Flat Earthers video, that was primate mating dynamics. He was cosseted in a room with two hotties, and the sheer proximity made him into a giggling fool. And I'm the one that he chose to be the butt of the joke. Therefore, I'm the one who's entitled to say he was acting cunt struck. The fact that now he's got a female co-administrator on his channel and he has to defer to Tori regularly, routinely, and pretty much rub everybody's nose in the fact that now he's got a girlfriend thing. He's really, oh, Tori this, Tori that, Tori. Yeah, that to me indicates that he's behaving pussy whipped. It's the way young fellas behave. When they're like an eager little puppy dog, just got to tell everybody and let them know how pleased they are with the new state of affairs. And as far as I'm concerned, Jordan, you opened up this entire avenue of discussion. You opened this avenue of discussion up when you decided to sling off at me while you were being the giggling fool with your two women while making your anti-Christian creationist flat earth science video and expecting me to defend the flat earther. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Jordan? Another one of the slings and arrows that Jordan and Tori have decided to loose at me is the accusation that when Jordan made a video that a friend of his had made an attempt on their life, he claims that in the comment thread, I accused him, Jordan, of sexually abusing the person who tried to commit suicide. I didn't say that. I didn't type it. I didn't write it. I can't prove it. Jordan can't show it to you because he's deleted it, hasn't he? He's deleted all of my comments. What I do remember in connection with that particular comment on that particular video was attempting to explain to Jordan, the chemistry student who, lives in a rigid little periodic table of control freakism, some of how people behave as a result of shit that went on earlier. And what I said in the comment thread, what I laboriously typed out, was the results of the Melbourne University School of Medicine's long-running, I think it was a 30-year study into the life outcomes of survivors of child sexual abuse. And the reason I thought it was germane was Jordan was talking about somebody who tried to commit suicide. I was trying to get through Jordan's thick little skull that survivors of child sexual assault have 18 times the death by suicide rate. 1,800% the death by suicide rate of the background population. And the deaths cluster 18 years after the abusive event. They also have, mark this down, you little chemistry student, they have 48 times the accidental death by overdose rate, 4,800 times. Sorry, 4,800%, 48 times the death by overdose rate. And those deaths cluster 18 years after the abusive incident. Yes, there's a suicide epidemic in society. It's not necessarily mysterious when you consider that somewhere around 80 or 90% of those suicides are the downstream consequences of bad shit that happened to that person 18 years earlier. That's what I was trying to get across, Jordan, but you are apparently incapable of reading a comment and assimilating what the comment says because you're too busy filtering it through shit-coloured glasses to try and figure out where there's an attack in there, where there's some sort of an attack. You're looking for somebody to say something nasty about you in everything they say, whether they say it or not, and you're going off feeling all hurt, and then you're responding to that hurt. Because I never said that you sexually abused anybody. Yet you've accused me in your paean of complaint of making just such a charge. That's really weird, Jordan. That really is weird. You block me for stuff that I didn't say and didn't do. Then you scramble the timeline, and then you show a screenshot to prove how tolerant you are, where you've left somebody else commenting on your thread telling you to curl up and die. You really are a weird little puppy, Jordan. I'm sorry that you took such offence at the response video that I made to your video. I'm not sorry that I made the video. I'm sorry you took offence at it. Or such offence, anyway. You were supposed to take a bit of offence. And why would I expect you to take some offence at my videos? Because you can, Jordan. Because you can.
Feel like the video itself needs that much of a response. But I think we should just clarify a few things for our subscribers.
Absolutely.
So you clarify what you want to clarify, and I'll clarify what I want to clarify. But do not misrepresent me again, Jordan. Please. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Ciao.